Rochelle White, as usual. Welcome. Nice to see you, Victor. Welcome. Nice to see. Oh, wow. Dr. Sufficient is here. Blessings. Nice to see you guys. Welcome. Ebuka. Victor Bamishaye. Mesonge. Shagun Fatima is here. Mufelola is here. Welcome. Rosaline Amaka. Muiwa Olatunbosun. Remilekun Princess. Pastor Alewu Hokwa. Tessie. Jumi Oko. Welcome, welcome every one of you. Beatus Familia. Thoughtful Writer. As you are coming in, please go ahead and share the link to this program. Let's go and share the video because today is going to be quite interesting. Today is going to be quite interesting. It's going to be very, very interesting today. So I want you to go ahead and invite your friends. We are going to have an exciting time, an exciting time. So go invite your friends. Go look for the share button. Let's share the link and let's go invite as many people as possible. Today I'm going to try to teach. I'm going to try to teach today. And some people will say, what have you been doing? Well, I've been teaching to some extent, but now, today I really want to teach because today the lesson is interesting and it's not going to be quite easy for a lot of people to get it. So I'm going to try to, take my time to go slowly and just to teach today. And of course, I'm going to have videos today. I'm going to have a lot of videos. So please go invite your friends. Go invite as many friends as possible. And let them not be late for this because it's going to be quite interesting. Before I start teaching, let me read some letters. Let me read some letters that I got. Encouraging letters, not bad letters. The bad letters, you already know what's happening with the bad letters. With the bad letters, people are working to discredit me and to discredit what I'm saying, to accuse me of all kind of, to try to spoil my character so that people will not believe what I'm saying. But you see, nobody can kill the truth and nobody can stop the truth. So while they are writing all their comments and all their whatever, people are still saying the truth. But so let me read one of the letters here. I will not mention the name. But here is a letter here that says, Sir, I have heard about your ministry about 13 years now, but had not been close until recently. Then God started using you to rewrite the wrongs that are going on in the African church, most especially in Nigeria. Honestly, your online broadcast has changed our perception about things. We want to thank you and say we are all behind you. Don't get discouraged. Keep on the correction work and let it keep on growing. Some may fight against it, but they will later have a rethink. And before long, we shall all be liberated from this madness going on. You see, there are a lot of people there. God always has his remnant. And God is always have his 7,000 people. You see, this is another minister. This is a pastor that is writing from Nigeria and expressing the fact that they are following, even though they are not talking, but they are writing me privately to say that they know they see the madness going on, and they could see that this is not a matter of envy. I'm not trying to envy anybody. I mean, who will I envy? Nobody has done. None of the people I'm talking about has done what I've done. So there's no way for me to envy them. They would rather be envying me, not me envying them. So this person said they all see the problems as well. They see the madness going on in African churches. And that, but even though they cannot talk, but they are supporting me. They are supporting what we are doing. But we want as many people as possible to begin to talk. So it's not enough that I will talk. I think we should all begin to try to talk. The more people begin to talk about these things, the more light will shine. And the more light shines, the more darkness is driven back. That is one letter from one pastor. Let's read another letter from another pastor here. Another pastor is writing from America, and he say, your latest video, Pastor, have been phenomenal. The purity of your motives are becoming evident as you shine brighter. You know, this is so interesting because this person was probably one of the people who was concerned about why I'm doing what I'm doing. And you know, some of the lies that people are spreading is the fact that I am doing what I'm doing because I want to go to Nigeria and I want to pull down the churches of other people so that when I come to Nigeria, I could start my own church and then build it on the ruins of the other people's church. You know, what is that? If I didn't do that coming to Russia, I mean, Nigeria, where I don't even need to do anything. Somebody doesn't even need to do anything to get crowd in Nigeria. Somebody doesn't even need to be anointed to get crowd in Nigeria. And, you know, if I were to start, if I am to start church in Nigeria, let me just declare it to you now. I don't want to start a church in Nigeria unless God tells me to. I'm not interested in starting a church. But I just want to let you know that for me, it is the easiest thing to do church in Nigeria. I don't need to call anybody. I don't need to pull anybody down to start a church in Nigeria. And if I start a church in Nigeria, if I have less than 1 million people in a year, say that I'm not a man of God. If I start a church in Nigeria, I guarantee you that all of them are having how many? 1 million people after 20 years, 30 years, 40 years. I will tell you that I will do church in such a way that in 1 year, I will have over 1 million people. If I am to do church, I know how to do church like that. The reason why I'm saying this is because I've done church where it's the most difficult on earth. This place, to do church in Eastern Europe like this, is one of the greatest tasks. So if I didn't manipulate in Eastern Europe, in these most difficult of places, I didn't pull anybody down. I didn't spoil anybody's name. I didn't, need to manipulate or do anything. In the most difficult. None of these men of God has ever broken through in this part of the world. Let all of them come and try to start church in Russia or in Ukraine or in the former Soviet Union. Let's see what they will get. All of them are trying to have some churches here. They're having just black people, little groups of people that is not even up to the smallest home group in my church. We are not even talking about that. So for somebody to be saying that I want to gather crowd in Nigeria and I want to build church, that is why I am talking what I'm talking. People are just using their own heart, their own motive to judge me. People are judging me by their own heart because in their own heart, that is what they would have done. But I came to the most difficult of places, and I built the biggest church in the continent. Not just in one country, in all of Europe. And I did this from the age of 33, when I was only 33 years old. Talk less of now when I know what I know and when I have all the experience that I have. So building a church in Nigeria, for me, is not even a task. It's not even a challenge. In fact, let me even make it worse for you. I can build a church in Nigeria without not even me, anybody can build a crowd, a following in Nigeria of 1 million without praying, without anointing, without anything. Just exploiting the desperation of people. So I don't count. For you to have, if you have 1 million in Nigeria, you will have maybe 100 here or 1,000 here. Maximum 1,000 you will have here in Russia. If you have 1,000 here in Russia, then you have maybe a few millions there in Africa. So I'm not talking about, so to say that I have some ulterior motive, what could that be? I have started 2,700 churches. 2,700 churches. 2,700. I don't know any one of them, apart from Redeem, that have started more churches than I have started. So why should I be competing? But Redeem has been operating for over 60 years or more, even more than that. And I did that. I started those 2,000 churches in less than 20 years. So who will I envy? What will I envy anybody for? So thank God, this is a real man of God that is writing me now because he's sincere. because it's truthful. And he's saying it here that, you know, from listening to you all these days, that the purity of your motive is becoming very evident to everybody. And God is my witness. I am doing this not to pull anybody down, not to talk bad about anyone, just for the sake of truth. And people who have been following me, they will know, especially if you have listened to my series on truth and the plague of silence, you will see that truth is my best friend. I only have one friend, truth. Yes, I have one, just like Sir Isaac Newton said. Plato is my friend, Socrates is my friend, but truth is my best friend. The same I could say about myself, truth is my best friend. So this real great man of God is writing, and he's saying the purity of your heart is becoming evident as you shine brighter with the truth. I know even if there are no immediate changes now, these your teachings will become a testament. See, he's prophesying right here. They will become a testament against these false practices. And definitely they will become classic reference for those who will in due time receive the light. And he says, God bless you, sir. Beautiful. Beautiful. So truth is my best friend. And that's the only motivation why I'm doing what I'm doing. Now, today's topic is going to be very challenging and very, very demanding, very, very tasking. Because I'm going to be talking on a topic that it will take your attention and your thinking ability to be able to get it very well. And so I'm going to slow down and take my time to teach today. So Father, bless everybody that is here today. Bless all my hearers. Give them the ability to be able to receive, digest, and be able to process this truth that's going to be coming their way. In Jesus' name. Now, the topic of today is paganism emphasizes power, while Christianity emphasizes authority. In paganism, the emphasis is on power, while in Christianity, the emphasis is on authority. So what's the difference? Let's see some videos. Let's start with some videos today. And before I begin to tell you, I want to show you what churches are doing today. That churches today are doing exactly what pagans do. And what is it that the pagans do? They pay too much. They worship power. And you tell me about your church. What church do you go to? If you pay attention, you will see that most churches in Africa today, they are also worshiping power. They are all about power. Every minister and every man of God today wants to demonstrate that he's powerful. So people are now worshiping power as if they are worshiping God. In fact, in churches today, it is like there is no more difference between power and God. Each time people see power, they begin to think that is God automatically. But it's not true. Power also could be demonstrated. Go to India, you see all kind of power there. Go to Buddhism, go to Hinduism, go to China, go to Japan, you will see all kind of demonstration of power. So power is what paganism likes. Paganism likes to show forth power. And the reason why they demonstrate power is to point to themselves, is to show that they are powerful. Whenever any manifestation of power is pointing to demand, that means that is not God. That is paganism right there. That is idol worshiping. Number two, whenever the emphasis is laid on power and the result is to collect money, that is also paganism. That is idol worshiping. That is not God. That is idol worshiping. And also, whenever people demonstrate power to control people and hold them and control them and make them dependent on them, that is also paganism. That is idol worshiping. That is not Christianity. In Christianity, the emphasis is not made, even though God has power and God gives power, and there is power in Christianity, but I will show you, after we do the video, I will show you and demonstrate to you the difference between power and authority. And why is it that Christianity and God of heaven is always operating on the earth more through authority than through power? And also, what is the difference between the power that comes from God and how does it function as against the power of men and the power of pagan and the sensory power that men of God are using today. A lot of men of God today, people that we call men of God, they are using extrasensoric power. Sensory power is what they are using. They are using sensory feelings. They are using, magical powers. And even some of them might be using some power that you could say is God power, but when the motive is wrong, when the motive is all about gathering money, when the motive is all about gathering praise, when the motive is all about putting them at the central of the whole thing, when they are the center of the activity that's going on, that is paganism. That is idol worshiping. People are demonstrating power to show that they are powerful. Whenever a man of God is demonstrating power, to demonstrate and show that he is the big guy, that is paganism right there. Whenever anybody is demonstrating power to show that I am more anointed, I'm the most anointed man, I'm better than others, that is paganism right there. Let's see some of these videos here.